Welcome. If you're watching this video, it means you've completed the first step of your quick credit verification with Credit Partner Pro, and you're ready to understand exactly how this opportunity works. My role over the next few minutes is simple. I'm going to walk you through everything you need to know before your welcome call. By the end of this video, you'll understand what Credit Partner Pro is, how the partnership is structured, the legal protections built around you, what documents you'll sign and when, and exactly what to expect at every step that follows. Take your time. Watch this in a quiet moment, and if your spouse, your partner, or anyone whose opinion matters to you wants to understand this opportunity, invite them to watch it with you. This video is designed for exactly that. Credit Partner Pro is a division of Venture Zone Partners, Inc., based in Greenwood Village, Colorado. We do one thing, and we do it carefully. We connect individuals who have built strong personal credit histories with established entrepreneurs who need a credit-qualified partner to access structured business funding. Every partnership has two roles. The first role is the credit partner. That's you. You contribute your credit profile to the partnership. You do not invest cash. You do not run the business. You do not make operational decisions. You are a silent partner. In exchange for investing your credit history into the business, you earn semi-passive income paid out on a defined schedule under the terms of the partnership agreement. The second role is the entrepreneur. The entrepreneur is the active partner. They run the business. They cover all operational costs. They personally guarantee every financial obligation tied to the partnership. They carry the day-to-day responsibility, and they are the one who compensates you for the credit investment you've made. Two partners, distinct roles, both contributing what they have. One contributes credit, the other contributes operational responsibility, capital, and personal guarantees. Now, here is the most important shift in mindset for anyone new to this model. You are not lending your credit. You are not doing anyone a favor. You are investing your credit history, the same way a cash investor deploys capital into a business venture. A cash investor puts in money. They expect a return. They protect their investment with a contract. You are doing exactly the same thing, except your contribution is your credit profile, which you have spent years, sometimes decades, building. That history has real, measurable value to a business. Lenders price it, banks price it, underwriters price it, and in this partnership, that value is recognized and compensated through a legally binding agreement. Once you understand that you are an investor, not a favor doer, not a co-signer, not a guarantor of someone else's debt, every other piece of this opportunity will make sense. Risk in this partnership is not eliminated. No investment of any kind is ever risk-free. But here, risk is structured, minimized, and controlled across 9 specific layers built directly into your partnership agreement. Let me walk you through them. Level 1, full indemnification. The entrepreneur is legally obligated to cover any direct, provable losses to you arising from defaults on accounts they personally guaranteed. Level 2, security interest over company assets. As a credit partner, you hold a legal priority position over the company's assets for repayment. You are not at the back of the line. Level 3, right to terminate. If the entrepreneur fails to meet their obligations, you have the right to terminate the partnership with 30 days written notice. You are never trapped. Level 4, limited liability. You are liable only for the specific guarantees you explicitly agreed to. Nothing beyond that. Level 5, binding arbitration. Disputes are resolved through fast, private online arbitration using established providers like NetARB, ARS, Rapid Ruling, or the American Arbitration Association. No drawn-out lawsuits. Level 6, optional reserve account. A dedicated buffer account that covers minimum payments on the partnership's accounts during temporary disruptions. This keeps your credit profile healthy even when business cash flow has a slow month. Level 7, protection against unauthorized use. The entrepreneur can only use your credit profile for the specific authorized purposes spelled out in the agreement. Any unauthorized use is an immediate breach of contract. Level 8, confidentiality protection. Your personal and financial information is protected under the partnership agreement and our privacy policy. It is not shared, sold, or exposed. Level 9, FCRA protection. The Fair Credit Reporting Act protects you under federal law against unauthorized credit accounts. Your FCRA rights remain fully intact throughout the partnership. 9 layers, each one written into the contract, each one enforceable. Together, they turn your credit investment from an act of trust into a protected business relationship. You will sign 2 main documents during this process. I want you to know exactly what they are when you sign them and why. The first is the Entrepreneur Search and Match Service Agreement. You sign this one right here on this page after you finish watching this video. This agreement authorizes us to begin searching for and matching you with the right entrepreneur. Inside this agreement, as an exhibit, you will also receive the full partnership agreement, so you can review it at your own pace before your Zoom meeting. The second is the partnership agreement itself. This is the master document that defines your role, the entrepreneur's role, the compensation structure, the protections, and every term of the relationship. You sign this one live during the Zoom meeting with your matched entrepreneur. By the time you reach that Zoom, you will have already read it. Inside the partnership agreement package, you will also find Exhibit A, the assignment of shares, along with the partnership guide, which is your operational manual, and the partnership commitment summary, which spells out the mutual commitments of both partners. That is the entire document flow. 2 main signatures, everything in writing, everything reviewable in advance. Let me clear up the most common misunderstanding about the Zoom meeting. The Zoom is not a document review session. By the time you arrive at that Zoom, you will have already reviewed the partnership agreement, the partnership guide, and the commitment summary. You will already understand the structure. The Zoom is something else. It is a meeting where you and your matched entrepreneur evaluate compatibility, face-to-face. You ask them about their business, their track record, their plans. They share their vision with you. You decide whether this is the right partnership for you. They decide the same. If both of you agree, the partnership agreement is signed during the Zoom. If you do not feel comfortable for any reason, you are not obligated to sign. Another entrepreneur can be presented to you. The Zoom is about people. The paperwork is settled before you ever get there. Before we finish, let me address the questions we hear most often from candidates at this exact stage. If one of these is on your mind right now, you are not alone. Will this affect my credit? Hard inquiries are part of any credit investment, the same way they are when anyone applies for funding. What protects you is that the entrepreneur personally guarantees every account, combined with the 9 layers of protection we just covered. The impact is structured, not random. Is this legal? Yes. This is a standard business partnership structure that has existed under United States law for over a century. The partnership is governed by a partnership agreement under Colorado law with binding arbitration. All of our legal documents, terms of use, FTC disclosures, privacy policy, dispute resolution are publicly available on our website. What if the entrepreneur doesn't pay me? The entrepreneur has a legal obligation to pay you on the date specified in the partnership agreement. If they fail, late fees and interest apply. You have the right to terminate. You have a security interest over company assets, and the entrepreneur's personal guarantee remains fully in force. You are not without recourse. This sounds too good to be true. It feels unfamiliar. And unfamiliar is not the same as too good to be true. Cash investors deploy capital and expect a return. You are deploying credit history and expecting a return. The structure is the same. What protects you is a written contract, 9 layers of protection, and publicly available legal documents. I need to think about it. Then sign the Entrepreneur Search and Match Agreement now and review the full partnership agreement, which you will receive as an exhibit at your own pace. Signing the Search and Match Agreement does not commit you to a partnership. It commits us to begin searching for the right entrepreneur and gives you the time you need to read everything carefully before the Zoom. I don't fully trust this type of program. That is exactly why everything here is in writing, legally enforceable and publicly available. The partnership agreement is a contract, not a promise. What if I want to exit? You give 30 days written notice for cause. The entrepreneur is required to request your removal from the lenders. They remain responsible for the obligations they personally guaranteed. You are not trapped. My spouse needs to be involved. Good. Invite them to watch this video with you. Invite them to the Zoom. We encourage it. Is this a scam? Our address, our legal documents, our terms of use, our FTC disclosures, our privacy policy, all public, all verifiable, all on our website. What about taxes? Your income can be received personally or through a business entity. You have the flexibility to optimize this at any time. What if I don't like the entrepreneur I'm matched with? You are never obligated to accept any match. If the fit is not right, another entrepreneur can be presented. What about my FCRA rights? They remain fully intact. Any unauthorized account can be disputed and removed under federal law. If a question remains in your mind after this video, write it down. Bring it to your welcome call. Your senior advisor will answer it directly. Here's what happens next. Below this video, you will find the Entrepreneur Search and Match Service Agreement ready for your electronic signature. Take a moment to read it. When you are ready, sign it. The moment you sign, 3 things happen. First, we begin actively searching for the right entrepreneur to match with your profile. Second, you receive the full partnership agreement as an exhibit, so you can review it before the Zoom. Third, your welcome call is confirmed, where your senior advisor will walk you through the compensation structure, answer any remaining questions, and prepare you for the Zoom. One final thought. The people who succeed in this program share a common trait. They treat their participation seriously. They communicate. They cooperate. They open the business bank account when asked. They show up to the Zoom prepared. None of that is difficult, but it is what separates a real investor from someone simply exploring an idea. If you are ready to be that kind of partner, sign the agreement below. We look forward to meeting you on your welcome call.